I'll move from Manchester to London. Dan, I know that you'll be very disappointed with the result. You know,
Vardy had the
first
party. Thomas party started, but you know.
The first half, you attacked somewhat at Leicester at 6s and 7s, but you just couldn't find the back of the net. And Vardy came on and made a difference.
Well, actually, they found the back of the net, and VAR said no, which was actually an error. If you look at it and to Kevin's point, right? and I'm not going to cuss VAR, because I don't have a problem with VAR itself, because if you look in Europe, VAR makes way less mistakes in Europe. How the English referees apply VAR, I think is the problem. There's no problem with VAR itself. The whole idea behind VAR, it's sensible. And even watching some of the Champions League games, you see where VAR is being, and you don't see as much errors, you don't see as much controversy surrounding VAR. In the Prem, every single week, you guarantee you can have some questionable decision being made as a result of VAR, right? So when I look at the Lacazette goal, honestly, I thought it was a goal. Because when Xhaka interfered, or when Xhaka got involved in the play, the ball had already beaten Schmeichel. I watched it over and over again, and I said, fine. But you know what? I'm not going to even belabor that point because VAR, I know VAR is a part of the game. If you look at the dominance that Arsenal had in the first half, there's no way we should have gone into the second half at 0-0. Arsenal should have been up, right? And it came back to haunt us. So a couple of errors I realized with even how Arteta approached the match week. And I say week because if you look, so we had that game on Thursday, right? Apparently football plays on a Thursday late.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Yes.
Liberty won't back.
Yes, Lane. Football play on a Thursday. So let's move past that.
Since when?
So in the Europa League match, right?
Yeah.
So we sold Martinez. You get in a backup keeper. You paid about £6-7 million for him, right? The Icelandic keeper, young keeper, but he's not that young. He's just starting where he's coming from. I don't remember where he's coming from right now. But I think he was in the French league. So you had Man City over last weekend. You have to travel all the way to Austria, right? And then you come back and you have Leicester, the tricky side, right? You start David Luiz. So I look at party starting and I say, okay, probably it's just, he just arrived as a starter. They want to give him some more playing time, get him used to a system or whatever. You can understand that. Now, David Luiz is about 35 years old, right? You start David Luiz in the City game because Rob Holding got injured. You start him in the City game. Come back and start him in a Europa League game on Thursday and expecting to start him on the weekend, which he did. And what happened, as I expected, he got injured in the first half. Came out, you had to bring on Mustafi. Now, if you bring on Mustafi in a 0-0 game, what I guarantee that game is not going to finish 0-0.
World Cup winner, Mustafi?
Yes, same one.
Okay.
Right? So, and I said it. When Mustafi come on, I said it to him. I said, Mustafi, jeez and peace. I knew it was coming. So, you're pressing. But you have Jamie Vardy coming off the bench. Now, as a coach, you have to be tactical where you know how Jamie Vardy plays. Jamie Vardy, there's no creativity. There's no. When I say the creativity, he doesn't try to be clever in his game. Yeah. One way. Everybody know how Jamie Vardy is going to play just to stop him. You know that. So you can't press high when you have Jamie Vardy on the field. Right? So when it was the winger that they were trying now, what's his name again? Harvey Barnes was playing in the number 9. It was okay, you can get away with it, right? But Jamie Vardy, you can't get away with it. Now you have a Mustafi pressing high. You see how much space Vardy had?
That is true.
You know why? Mustafi don't have no sense. That's the first thing. I would know that. He's error prone. Your tactics was very wrong. Because you can't be pressing a Leicester side with Jamie Vardy on the field. So you'd have done it in the first half when Jamie Vardy was on the bench and you had luck. David Luiz was literally playing as a central midfielder. Mm-hmm. And he was throwing some very good passes in the first half. Which brings me to the next sore point now. So, we have Aubameyang, right? One of the most clinical strikers in world football.
Before the deal.
Before the deal.
Before him sign the thing.
Before him sign the thing, right?
Yeah.
One of the most clinical striker in football, and for the past couple of years, we've seen his track record, right?
Yeah.
So we know what he brings to the table. You start him at left wing. You start him at right wing. Yeah, you can't start him at centre back. You can start him at everywhere except the position that he's supposed to play. The man is a striker. Play him through the middle.
I hope you don't play him through the middle Sunday. I hope you play him like right wing back.
Right wing back, yeah.
I'm thinking they're going to rest Leno and play Aubameyang in the goal.
I hope.
That's the next thing. That's the next logical thing. You think about it. You play the man on right wing. You take away. So when you play him on the left, you leave him with one option: cut in and shoot. You play him right. You cut out that. You take out the option altogether.
Down the line and whip it in, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You understand? And you have Lacazette in the middle. I've always said it. We make too many adjustments to try and accommodate Lacazette. And I don't think he's good enough. Right? I think if you can bench anybody else to accommodate Lacazette, I don't see anybody inside who can say you can definitely bench and talk Lacazette. As a matter of fact, in my mind, it's better you play Reece Nelson on the right wing and play Aubameyang through the middle. You'd have more joy.
Yeah, want to Nicola something.
So the point I'm making, right? And then so that brings us to another point. So I think Arteta is getting it very wrong there and he needs to adjust that. Right? No, I've said it. I have never been comfortable with Arteta playing Aubameyang through down the left. But I've always said, boy, you look at the options you have on the side, blah, blah, blah. So, okay, so you're getting one addition. But one thing I said to you at the end of the transfer window, Lane, I was saying it to you that we are going to suffer from a lack of creativity in the middle. And we saw it in the game against Leicester. We had no answers.
Free Özil.
That's what I'm thinking.
You know, I want to ask, and I kind of said it because me and Daniel was talking about it. Do you have 25 players in Arsenal squad better than...
We don't have 3.
Okay.
We don't have 3. So, and I said it to Lane, So, in the transfer window, I said, okay, so we're not going to get we're not going to get a number 10. So I'm saying, if you're not going to get a number 10, because my thing is that, if you have an issue with Özil, play him or get rid of him. If you can't get rid of him, play him. Yep, he's the most expensive player I have in terms of salary. He's not even in the Premier League squad. And you have one, you don't even recognize number 10 in the team. Because Danny Sebastian is more for 8. Right? You don't have a recognized 10. And I said it to Lane, watching the Arsenal game, it was screaming for a Mesut Ozil type player. Because it's not a game where you're on the back foot and the whole tracking back is saying I need time. You didn't need it because Leicester was sitting very deep and allowing us. Because like I said, David Luiz was literally playing on the half line, stringing the passes up. Why? Because Leicester was not pressing. And they definitely going to play high without Vardy on the field.
So a question, Danny. Nicola Pepe, right? A player bought for what's the price?
72 million.
70.
I'm going to tell you something. You don't have no money on the pass, so get out of the way.
Alright,
Get out of the way.
I'm surprised at that answer.
No, man, I know what you're looking for. Get out of the way. Now I'm making draw today. So move on.
Alright, so alright. No, but when he came on, I was looking for him to be a spark. So to be fair, he wasn't getting the ball a lot, but I think he's a player that struggling for confidence at the moment.
I agree, but I'll tell you something, Kevin. So you bring him on in the game against West Ham. Yes. No, it wasn't West Ham. It was Sheffield.
Yeah.
Right. Game was changed instantly when they shift the formation and play the right formation. Play Aubameyang through the middle.
Yeah.
Pepe, as a matter of fact, Pepe even scored in that game, right?
Yeah.
City game he didn't score. He played in the week, got an assist in the Europa League, right? No, Willian and Pepe. We have Willian and Pepe, Reece Nelson are the 3 right side wingers they have in the side, right? Natural right side players. Willian was out injured.
Yeah.
You're not going to play Reece Nelson. You don't play Pepe and you put Aubameyang out wide. What are you trying to prove? The side lacked creativity and it's very obvious. I said it about the transfer window. Yes, I was very happy that they got Partey and I'm very excited that I got Gabriel. But my only concern was, and we've seen it in several games, because if you look, even how Arsenal has been playing, Hector Bellerin has been one of our biggest attacking threats for the entire season.
That is true.
Hector Bellerin, right back, right wing back, however they play. we have nothing coming from the middle. And so fine, and you can probably get to it when they play 3 at the back, right? When they play a flat back 4 now, and they have 3 in the middle, you have 3 number 8s in the middle. Technically, party a 6 and a 8, right? So you have 3 number 8s technically in the middle. You have no creativity. Xhaka has to go wide to cover because Tierney gets high, right? So Tierney get forward more than anybody else. Tierney and Bellerin, that's where most of the attacking threats coming from. Aubameyang was completely invisible for most of the game. Lacazette had the best chance outside the one that the one that they called back. He also had another chance that Tierney whip across the box and never gotten. I don't know what he did. And he was complaining the ball wasn't played at his feet. The ball was played right across his face. Aubameyang there, that is scored. That's end up in the back of the net. Right? So, and you can say, okay, yeah, the club have issues with Özil and everything. I remember when Man City had a problem with Aguero. Aguero left and was in Argentina. And Mancini said, you know what?
Tevez.
Not Tevez, yes. Not Aguero. Tevez, sorry. And Mancini said, I forget this guy back. And what happened? Because they were slipping. They were losing points and I said, this don't make any sense. You bring back Tevez, you won the league, and then you get rid of him because he's still contracted to the club. And what Man City recognize that we don't have any talent better than this man in the club right now. So where in the middle does Arsenal have a player that can give them more creativity than Mesut Ozil? They don't. That's the truth. Right? So I believe in what Arteta is doing. I believe he has a plan, know what he wants to do. But right now, the question mark is, are you using the resource that you have at your disposal efficiently? And I think that is going to be something that you have to watch going forward.
All right. Good point. Good analysis on Arsenal's situation. Arsenal fans out there will ask you, what can Arteta do to fix his creative woes?
Not many left.
You know, free Özil. As always, we ask you to like, share, leave your comments, and always remember to click the notification bell so you know when we release our new videos.